Hello, welcome to my channel, Linda Toman Creates. I'm Linda, and I'm going to make two cards today, and I'm going to be I've used the Cricut, and I've cut out a bunch of little pieces here, and maybe some people will join in into the live. If not, those of you watching the replay, you can tell me your thoughts in the comments section. Those, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. If you're new here and you're not, or if you're not new here and you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and click that little subscribe button. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow and helps me bring more content and better content. We are almost at 1,000, guys. We are almost there. We are 310 away from 1,000. Yay! All right, so if my camera moves, I'm sorry, but I have my thing hooked up to the table I'm on. I don't have a ceiling that I can hook into. It's not my ceiling, so I cannot just hook something up in there. And this isn't going to be my forever crafting area, so yeah. So I went onto Cricut after seeing, was it Nicole Spore? Used Simon Says Beach Waves die cut, and I was like, I can cut something similar to that out on Cricut. See? I mean, it's not exactly like hers. And yes, she ink blended hers, which I could ink blend if I wanted to. But I'm like, my arthritis is flared up. Hi, Gloria, how are you today? So anyway, my arthritis is a little flared up. So I was like, I want to do this, but I want to do it where it's going to be easy on my arthritis. So I used the Cricut, and I found one of their beach wave. I typed in wave, and it comes up with all these different waves, and this is one of the ones they have. So I had the Cricut cut out 7, and excuse the noise, the Cricut is running in the background, cutting the sentiment. Do you? Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm learning how to use Silhouette Studio. I don't have a Silhouette machine, but I'm learning how to use Silhouette Studio because their software, you can do so much more with it than the Cricuts. So anyway, so I've cut out 7 different colors, and I'm going to be gluing and piecing them together once I get my tape I use to hold it down to my mat off. And I just thought, well, let's make 2 card backgrounds and let's do it live. And by the way, this is not a scheduled time, Gloria. This is just an impromptu. My scheduled lives are Wednesday at 9 p.m. I just started that. But so, all right, so I'm going to start gluing pieces together, gluing things on here. Well, I'm not going to start gluing right away. Hold that thought, Linda. I'm going to decide what I want my card to look like before I glue anything down. So I'm going to go purple. And my blue I had was a bluish green, so we got the blue green. Then we have a green color, which is more greenish yellow in some spots. It's the paper. If you're interested in knowing what paper I'm using, I'm just using something from Walmart, and it's the Color Box Spray Paint 12 by 12 cardstock. And I cut out of the area that was closest to the solid color as I could possibly find. But I don't know how well this camera is going to show, but it doesn't like to focus in up close. But anyway, I don't know if you can see the variation in color. So there's that. Now, I am no good at putting rainbows together because I don't do it very often. But I think that I'm going in the correct color order, right? So I wanted to do this like a rainbowy. Now, this was supposed to be my red, but my red isn't red looking. It's orange. The thing didn't have a real red. You see what I'm saying? It's called a spray paint. It's called spray paint. And I'm like, well, it looks cool. The effects of it are cool. And this paper that I'm putting it onto is I usually use the hammer mill, but I'm trying to clean up my stock of what I have. So I'm using the Spectrum Noir, even though this is usually for my Copics. But like I said, I'm trying to use what I have. So then we're going to use one of these. I'm trying to find, I think this one's the closest one to a red color. So I'm going to get the little washi tape off the end I used to tape it down with. Well, we should do yellow first, and then pink before red, or red before pink. That yellow kind of throws me, kind of doesn't. Okay, you go from blue to green, green to yellow, yellow to orange, orange to red, because yellow and orange make red, and then we'll do the pink. And I'm wondering, do I want to put a solid like that on the bottom? I think I do. I don't think I want just a little one on the bottom. So that's one. So we'll glue all of them like that. That's one. Actually, this is going to be a fairly quicker than my usual was. Yeah, like I was trying to say, oh, thank you. So yeah, let's go ahead and glue that down because I'll have it scattered and thrown all over the place. And so this is like my version of when my knuckles are swollen from the arthritis. This is easy to do. I can still play around with the paper. And right, it matches the top. That's what I was thinking too, instead of just like looking unfinished. To me, it was like, it's kind of unfinished. It's all right. I'm just going to use the Barely Art glue. And I'm not doing any dimension or anything until my sentiments are cutting out on the Cricut right now. That's what you're hearing. I think they're cutting out, if they're not tearing out. Kind of looks a little messed up over there. So I get a little heavy-handed with the glue too. But my cardstock should be at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And if I need to do any trimming, I can do that. So I'm going to put the top, and then I'm going to put the bottom. And now I am in a group called Foiling Snobs Club, but they're not snobs. They're really nice people. Tracy Schultz is the one who introduced me to the group. And I've been in there a while. I'm just not a super active member in it. And they have card swaps in that group, which, Gloria, you know all that. Are you in? You're in the group, right, Gloria? So anyway, I'm making cards for my swap so I can get them out. I had some other cards made, but I needed a couple more to go. Like I have the little Merry Christmas. And I have the lucky to have a friend like you. And then I have the little gnomes trick or treat, the little close to my heart trick or treat cards that I've made. And these are distress oxides that I've blended, but like I said, my hands are swollen and stuff. So I had to find a way to finish. Yes, she is. I love her. I had to find a way to finish these so that I could get these in the mail and get them out because I have a commitment that I made and I have to see to it. So, all right. We decided from the purple we would do the teal, which was supposed to be blue. Well, it doesn't, there's no supposed to be. I'm sorry, I'm not right up in camera. There's really no actual supposed to be because this is my design. Nobody. All right, now I got to decide how far from there I want that. I think right there like that looks good. And then a little piece of paper towel here to clean up any excess glue because I'm heavy-handed. One of the things I love about the Cricut, I don't have to buy extra dies. I like my Cuttlebug and my Big Shot. I love my Big Shot for like if I want to do an applique, and or I want to cut a shape out. I'm sorry, I'm not gluing under the sink. If I want to cut an applique or something out, I can cut more than one out if using a big die. That looks kind of cool. I'm loving this. All right, but I think I'm kind of off kilter with my spacing here. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna have. Well, those are going the wrong way. There, that'll work. All right, let's put the yellow down. Yeah, Tracy, she's a good soul. I met her through Brutus Monroe's group. That's where I got familiar with her. And Just Francisco and all of them. And that's where I found Daniel West. Right? I'm still trying to learn that software. But if you can't find waves in the software, the warp tool, which I don't have the pro, I only have the designer edition. Oh, I don't like the way I may have to stamp my sentiment. I don't like the way this is cutting out. Well, I can use the hellos, but I need a better mat. Oh, maybe it might have worked. I don't know. I'm going to have to be real careful here. But see, it was supposed to say to brighten your day here. But I may have to just pull out my close to my heart stamp and just do that. Or just use just the hellos. Hi, Judy. Yeah, a lot of us have moved on to different products and stuff. Making a card today. How are you? I know you love CTMH. Okay, I didn't put that close enough, but nobody else would know that it was, right? It still looks cute, right? I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of sparkle and stuff yet. We could do that maybe. We could maybe figure out a way to do that, huh? I don't like that gap. But for time's sake, let me go ahead and pop out my hellos at least and see if they'll pop out properly. Let's get another hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. Okay, so I wanted to stack the hello. And I'm thinking of blending it in prize ribbon blue. Do we think that would look good with it? Oh, yeah. The sentiment there, so it kind of distracts from it like that. Oh, that's cool. Judy is a consultant. I used to be a consultant, but I didn't have sales, so I couldn't keep it up. So now, I was thinking maybe I should blend that with prize ribbon blue and then emboss it with clear embossing powder. And that'll give it an enamel and it'll hold it up. So let's try that. But before I do that, let me get a couple more hellos so we can do both two of them at the same time. That way I can glue everything together. Hello, hello, hello. It's like an echo. Hello, hello. You are your best customer. You will, Judy. We know what my situation is. I couldn't be my own best customer as much as I want. Matt, aside from you and D, I think I was my only customer. So there, we'll have those stacked up like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our, find it, Linda. We're going to get our Versamark embossing powder out. And you know what? Do you think a dark blue or do you think... I knew what you meant. You weren't being insulted when you said that. It's good. Top dog. That's not an insultive comment. You're all right. You're not... It's not like you said she's a dog. Oh, you do Stampin' Up? See, I did them for a while too. Same thing. I love both of those companies, but I have to stick with my Cricut for a while. All right. Should I add color to the hello or should I leave it white? I mean, you can see it on the white, but because there's white in the background, I think, I don't know. I know it washes out in here on the camera. Yeah, add color. Okay. All right. So let me get my inks out here. Now, prize ribbon is a blue. It's like a dark blue. And I think that'll go good with it, because I think it'll go good with all the colors. And let me double check and make sure that it's not. Let me go plug in my, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be leaving the screen like this, but let me plug in my heat tool real quick, or we can't emboss it. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all. I forgot that I had unplugged it to do, I made a shirt for a friend yesterday, and I had unplugged my heat tool to plug in my easy press. The hello is a, Tracy would make it rainbow. Really? You don't think you don't think it would get lost in that? That's what I'm thinking. And the hello is cut out with the Cricut. And I can't remember their font. See, there you go, Linda. Anyway, all right, let's do this. Let's do the prize ribbon. It's a nice, dark, pretty blue. And then we'll have to heat set it. And then we'll find our Lawn Fawn. This was the Lawn Fawn embossing ink pen, but it's not juicy enough to me, so I do use it in here and then go over my letters with it, so I'm not just... All right. Enough talking. Start blending. And I wonder where you are. And I wonder... I'm sorry. I have a song stuck in my head. I'm looking... I think this will be easier on paper for me. I tell you, my fingers today are like crazy. They're crazy, I tell you, they're crazy. I love this blue. And I know I do things weird, y'all, but with my coordination, I do things how I can. I'm a weird one. You're a weird one, Mr. Grinch. Trying to do this without destroying my letters. I should have done this before I cut them out, you know? But I wasn't sure what I was doing with that. I'm loving this blue. I love this prize ribbon blue. It is so pretty. And I'm hoping when I go over this with the embossing ink, this is like, I'm going to destroy my letters, y'all. Oh, come on. I'm going to have fingerprints, and it's probably painful watching me do this, right? Oh, don't ruin it, Linda. Lesson, and I need to write my notes down. I should have a die cut. I mean, I should have ink blended before I die cut. Or I should just go like this. Nope, that's not working. Nope, that didn't work. I thought I would try it. It didn't work. It just put a blob. There we go. Go from the middle out. That is definitely a pretty blue. Do you guys like that blue? Were you? Isn't that pretty color? Oh, I love it. Let's see what it looks like on the card. Oh, yeah. What do we think? We think it should be all bent like that? Or do you think I should make sure it's straight? I think I kind of like it bent. What do y'all think? Bent or straight? All right. To keep from globbing, I have to do the edges. I could do a like a ombre type effect. Like that. Now the other card's going to be the same idea, but it's going to be... No, I think it needs to be all the way colored. I don't like that. It looks like I was just being lazy and didn't finish the job. It took me one to figure out how to do this. Now I know, just get the edges, then go from the center out. And we'll do that on both sides here. So do you guys have arthritis? Do your hands get in the way? That's okay. I'm tickled you're here at all. So if you have to go do something, I understand it completely. And Judy, I'm so tickled to see you here with me. Dee must be working or sleeping. Yeah, I had to finish doing that because I just think that maybe on a solid color background, it would have, like an ombre color. Or if I had pulled out like speckled egg or something. Let's get some more ink on here. This paper is going to have to be used for some kind of something. It's just copy paper, but I'm going to end up having to use it for something. I want to make sure it's got good coverage, because the cards that I'm sending are going to people who make cards, and I don't want to look like a woohoo. Right. You have it in your knees and your back. I have it pretty much like all over. It's... They're looking into whether it's rheumatoid. Years ago, they said I had rheumatoid. Then they changed it and to osteoarthritis. And now they think it might be a mixture of both. So we'll see. All right, so let's finish this card, because I'm known not to finish projects. So I want to make sure I finish my projects from now on. So let's go ahead and glue one of these white ones. And I don't know what I did with the tips to this glue, but more likely sleeping. That's funny. Ree may be waking up soon. It's like she's in, I can't keep track of her time zone. So Gloria D is usually one of my regulars in my lives when I do them at night. She's a close friend. And Judy also. But then there's another girl you'll hear me saying, that's Ree. They're usually my regulars in my group. Okay, let's put it together. Now, should I... Oh, wait, I still have to heat emboss. Why did I glue it before I heat embossed it? I don't know. I don't know. I want to heat emboss it because I want it to be shiny. I don't want it to just be... I mean, that is pretty like that, but I want it to feel like enamel almost. That's about a simple card, y'all. I'm in Florida. I'm originally from, yes, Rihanna. That's what I'm talking about, Judy. Gloria, I am in Florida. Judy's in Florida. And Dee's in Florida. I'm originally from New York, but I'm in Florida pretty much my whole life. And then we can do this other one when I make the other card. I went through the trouble. All right, noise. You ready? Noise. And I'm just trying to heat set it. Because when I go to put the embossing on, I'm going to do clear embossing powder. Because I just got some clear. I haven't had clear. And I didn't know the size I was getting. I thought, I'm really bad about sizes and numbers and things. So anyway, thinking that I was just getting a little tiny thing of embossing powder. This is what I got. And it was only like 4 something on Amazon. Or maybe it was 5 something. I don't remember. But for this size, it was a really good price. So I'm like, woohoo, we can play with the clear because I got a ton of it. But I wanted the clear because I want to do the resist technique on a few cards also. So now that that's heat set, we should be able to, and like I said, I dab this like that. And let's hope it just doesn't. And this way I know that I'm covering it. I basically got the VersaFine embossing stuff so that I can re-ink my Lawn Fawn embossing pen. I've had this thing for years, forever, and I kept forgetting I had it. Every time I would go to do some kind of embossing. Okay. And so I look at it sideways when I am doing this. I look at them sideways because you can see what doesn't have the shine of the ink, to see where you're missing the ink. And it doesn't dry so fast that you can't get it all on there. You can always just dot it with this. And then you don't have to worry about, like, see how that has got some of the blue on it? You don't have to worry about your ink pad picking up the ink that way. Okay. Okay. No, she's not that far from Tampa. I'm up right outside of Gainesville, Florida. A little town called Interlochen. Okay. So, look at this. And they fill it to the slap to the brim. There's no, like, space that everybody's like, oh, that's settling space. I think they let it settle and then add more. I don't know, but this sucker, when I opened, I was like, whoa, it was filled to the brim. I was shocked. All right, we're gonna have, I need a shaker top or something for this because I don't have a little tiny spoon to use. I need to find me a little plastic spoon. Oh, my fan is on and it's blowing it. Oh, I didn't want to do that much. That's okay though, because it can go right back in the container. So we'll just do it like that. Come on, Linda. Try not to get my fingers all in it. But and I can see a couple spots that I've missed. Let's turn this that way. There we go. I would use tweezers. I know everybody's probably like, use tweezers. But I am don't know what I did with stuff. Come on, come out of there. That's beautiful, right? That I just did that. I look like somebody who really should have a YouTube channel, right? It's gonna be pretty. Hi, Elizabeth. You getting ready for Wednesday? I am. You're at 7, I'm at 9. I got that down pat now. Okay. And then we're going to put that out of the way. Put that out of the way. Bring this back over here. Turn on. Oh, look, I found my tweezers. A little late, but I found them. And I just want to hold down this white piece right here. I don't want to really be on top of the... That's not going to work. And then we're just going to heat emboss. And oh, look at it. Look at it melting. You guys see that? Or am I blocking the view of it? Get over there. You see my thing dancing on me? Okay, so those of you that heat emboss, explain to me why it bubbles up looking, why it's not smooth looking. Is it because it needs a little more heat? Like that one spot right there that didn't take? I'm trying to read the what you guys are saying. I think that's part of why my lives take so long. Oh, I already doubled that up, but we should just double it up again, huh? One more time. I think that'll give it. I think we should do it one more time. I think it'll be better. Yeah. Yep, I'm going to add that one to that so that we can finish this card. And then, because I have another hello over there that I can use for the other one. And then I'm just going to do the same process. Oh, look. This is why I need to buy, as soon as I get some money, I need to get me a topper from you, Gloria. I have a safety pin that I use. Where did it go? Where did you go, George? Where did you go? There you are. Okay, there we go. All right. It's easier to handle once they're Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yes, thank God. I forgot to look to make sure I was in the screen. But we're just going to do this one more time just to make sure. And if I have a little bit of an overcast shadow, I'm not worried about it. I am not Miss Perfectionist. Now, if you were somebody who is worried about, well, that's all white, but the thing is blue, you can always take a marker, or you can always take your ink pad, and you can always just add some color to it. But I'm not going to do that. I was just doing that to show you guys. It's weird sometimes. Oh, would you have? Well, it's not hot anymore. I'm going to write that tip down. Okay. And then that's going to go on our waves. Hello. Are you? I see them as soon as it starts changing color, they move off of it. And I'm like, but that don't look melted. Okay, so then I'm going to glue that down. And I'm not going to torture you with any more ink blending because that's what I was doing earlier. Elizabeth, I don't know if you came in when I was torturing Judy and Gloria with we need to put that on a mat, on a card base. We need to put that on a card base, y'all. It's okay if you are. So that would be driving you nuts, what I'm doing. When I'm like, oh, it's not perfect, but it's okay. It must be driving you crazy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to torture you, Gloria. I used, Elizabeth, I used a wave set that's from Cricut. It looks like this. So, Gloria, when you have, I have a question. Yes, Gloria makes and sells stoppers, Judy, and they're beautiful. They're crystal, Swarovski crystal, and Gloria, tell them about the stoppers you make. They're gorgeous. I can't wait to be able to buy them because they're gorgeous. Okay, card base. Because Linda doesn't have card bases already trimmed up. You can tell them all about them in here if you want. That way people can find you. And she's in Foiling Snobs Club, Judy. A bunch of group of talented people. I love it. Okay, I don't want that. My trimmer's broken. I have searched everywhere for that thing that goes on top of that. But I don't know where it's at. So my paper needs to be cut down to, Linda, think, Linda, 5.5 by 4.25 is the size of an A2 size card. So 5.5. Get your trimmer there. Okay. So we have 2 of them, and then we need to score them. So we need, oops, sorry. So we're going to score this 8.5 at 4.25. 4.25. We're just going to score it down. And before we lift it up out of our board, we're going to fold it over. That way we have the edge to push against to make sure that our edges are right. When scoring, start from the center out. That way there's no chance of coming from here down and misconstruing your card. Start from the center out. That is a printer's tip. When I was a printer in the Navy, and we had to score and fold things. That's how we did our folds. You never folded, like when you're making the newspaper or whatever, you would line up your edges, and then you would come from the center and then go out, because that kept, if the center stayed, then the edges stayed. That is a good price. Oh, cool. So, Elizabeth, you know Gloria. So, all right. Now, we can leave this like that, or we could do a white border. And I think it needs a white border just to give it a finished look. So, let's bring out the broken trimmer again. And let's trim this down. This card is 5.5, right? Right. So 4. I want that 4, but I don't want it. So how much would I have to take off? So I'm going to take 1/8 off each side so that it's an even amount off of each side. And now some people would throw that away, but I'm going to save that because that could go like on another card, another way. Like when I get done doing all these shapes in the Foiling Snobs Club. They're not snobs, that's just the name of it. Oh, that's cool, Gloria. That's cool. I love it when people in my start joining in and people know people and everybody knows everybody, and because then we can all just be friends. You got a friend in me. That's what I want my group to sing. You got a friend in me. Okay, that's enough singing, Wendy. You're torturing them again. Oh, that's cool. So, Elizabeth is in FSC. Elizabeth, you're in FSC. 5 1/4. I don't want it off of that, so I'm going to take it 1/8 off of this side, like I did the other one. And then 1/8 off this side. I didn't even look at my markings for the other one. That's not even going to be 1/8. I bet my measurements are off. But guess what? It'll probably be okay. Oh, okay. Because I was like, last time I had a live and you were in it, I was like trying to figure out. I guess it was Ryan's that you, yeah. We already discussed that it was Ryan's live that you found me in. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue this down. Oh, that's cool, Elizabeth. She subbed to me last night. I was so ecstatic. I was like, I made it to 690 last night. Now, if I can keep that number, that'll be great. But I made it to 690. So that means I'm 310 away from reaching 1K. You guys believe that? Okay. Pay attention to what you're doing, Linda. Alrighty. So I'm eyeballing it. And I think that right there looks good. There we go. Clean that edge up. I don't want a dirty edge. Clean that up. And you guys see how long it took me to make that one? That's why I'm not going to go and make another one. Because another hour later, we'll have another card. But there we go. And I have got, because I did not wipe. Here we go, guys. Only took me an hour. Oh, I hope so, Elizabeth. Oh, sweet Judy. So there it is. That's one of the cards for my swap there. So, Judy, I do swaps in that group also when I can. That group, yeah. A bunch of talented ladies over there also. Right? It's simple, but it is cute. And I was, like I said, I was looking at the Simon Says wave border stamp they have. Well, I can't purchase it at the moment, but I wanted to make something kind of similar. It's not identical. And I could have done like had I wanted to, I could have just done like all of this color. See how my paper changes colors throughout? So I could do like a set color theme if I wanted to, or, you know, or I can just, I cut out 7 different colors and then just lined them up. I could have done just a couple and then just alternated. You know what else you could do is I could have added a border to that. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I could have just cut that out and used that as a stencil. I'm trying to see which one is perfectly cut. I think it would be. See, that would be cool. Line them up like that, cut 2 of those out, and line them up differently. Make different type of waves, like go over with one color, and then go over with another color. Oh, I want to play. I'm not going to make an actual card probably, but I want to play. I want to try some ink blending here. My brain just said, hey, do this. So we have to do this. We have to do this because I just got this. I think that'll look so cool. Like with speckled egg and prize ribbon. What do you guys think? We'll do speckled, I think speckled egg first and then prize ribbon. No, we'll do prize ribbon and then speckled egg. That way, whatever's white will get in with the speckled egg, maybe. Let me find my speckled egg. If you guys say, okay, I've been here too long, flip over the pink one. Like that. That's like an action card thing going on there. That's making me dizzy. Like that. Okay, I'm looking for my speckled egg. Speckled egg's not there anywhere. Oh no! What did it do? There it is. Now, if I like this, I'm going to make a, oh, I'm not using the papers. I'm going to be using this like a stencil. I just wanted to see what, this is going to do, because if I like it, then I'm going to cut it out of, instead of paper, I'm going to cut it out of Mylar sheets so that I have an actual stencil to do. I'm just curious as to what it's going to look like. I'm just playing now. Am I doing too much? You guys don't want to be here no more? Have I been on too long? I'm having a bipolar go ahead and do it all thing. Is it too much? Yeah, I don't want to cut my Mylar sheets unless I know that I like. So I like to cut it out of paper first. And seeing how I had this already out of paper, I'm like, hey, light bulb, because I can make a layered stencil. You know, you do one color one, then you do another color the other. Does anybody need to go get something to drink? All right. this is what I want to do, Linda. Linda, get your trimmer back up here, right here. Now I'm just making a mess. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out of this. So basically, I'm going to have a paper stencil is what I'm going to have. So I'm going to cut this just to there. And I'm going to bring this in here. And I'm going to line up my cut there. Now, if I'd have trimmed that right there, that would fit. But I'm using the bottom. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm using the bottom of my trimmer now. I don't need that piece out. To line up that cut. Line that up like that. Put your blade in first, Linda. I really got to find that handle. I'm hoping I didn't accidentally vacuum it up. So like, I'm sorry, I'm making myself nervous over here, y'all. So this one is more of a perfect cut. I mean, I can't stamp what they're stamping, but I can stencil the ideas. I can cut the blade first. Can you see? No, you guys can't see what I'm doing. It looks like nothing's happening. The reason I'm doing it at the bottom because it's easier for me to see that I'm putting my blade in where my blade belongs. There we go. And I just put some tape right back over it so I don't lose my blade. All right, so now I have basically, yes, this is the design from the blade from Cricut. The design from Cricut. Anyway, I'm going to go in one direction, which I'll do it on this way. That way the ink will be on that side of the paper. I'm going to go one way with one color. And then I want to do a different one, a different color. But I want to I want to do it so that they're not lined up, Linda. So they're kind of off kilter like. See what I'm saying? So let's start with the dark color. Let's tape that down using some washi tape so it holds but doesn't wreck the paper. Okay, so the dark color is the color I just used right here, prize ribbon. I am using, nope, that's not it. Spectrum Noir paper to blend on, only because I'm using up my stash. I normally use Hammer Mill color because it's got a nice smooth surface. The Spectrum Noir does also, which yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the Spectrum Noir paper, guys. I'm glad you made me pay attention to the paper because I am on the wrong side. I got embossing powder everywhere, y'all. And I don't know where my microfiber cloth is. All right. See, with the Hammer Mill paper, it's easier for me to tell which side is more glossy feeling. This one here. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna start ink blending here. So I'm using, you already asked me the paper, I already answered that. I'm using the Spectrum Noir paper, and I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. My thing's moving because I don't use any type of trying to go with the waves because I don't have any pixie spray or anything on that. So who all's still here with me? Anybody? Oh no, get back down. And like I said, this isn't for perfection. This is just for me to see if I want to do a stencil out of Mylar sheets. So that looks pretty cool though, right? And because I don't want to mix the ink colors, I think I'm going to do Salty Ocean instead of Speckled Egg. So now I'm going to set this like that. But I'm going to off-kilter the waves. Yeah, like that. I'm trying to get a design that I think I'm going to like. I mean, the worst it's going to be is that I'm not going to like it. Right? But at least I didn't waste Mylar sheet to cut it out. I only have paper that I had already cut for a different thing. Oh, I didn't see her say that. Yes. So wrong brush, Linda. Make sure you're getting the correct brush. That's not the right one. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna. I think I've accidentally put green on everything. I think I got carried away with some green. So our salty ocean may end up having a tad bit of green in it. That's not cool. I don't want to cross-contaminate that. I'm sorry. I'm over here blending it out a little to make sure that it's the correct color that I want it to be. Okay. And now this probably could use some re-inking because I've had it for a while, but I'm still learning how to do. I mean, I don't think you ever stop learning when you do card making. I think I've come to that conclusion after 4 years that you never stop learning. There's always something new. And when you think you've learned pretty much the techniques, guess what? Somebody else comes along and says, nope, there's more. Where that came from. There's way more where that came from. Buckle up, strap up, because here we go. We're going to sell you some stuff and we're going to teach you some tricks. But that's the cool thing about it, it's like you don't lose interest because there's always something new, every day something new. But yeah, I'm all about having to save that money, having to do things. I want to do things like other people are doing, but I don't have the funds a lot of them have, no husband, no. I live with my mom who's on Social Security, and I still want to create. I still want to do the things, so I have to find a way to do it if I still really want to do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. That was the saying. So, I might like it. I don't know. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, all the goodies. Oh, my precious. Have you seen that movie? The the Lord of the Rings, where that little guy in the cave with the ring is going, my precious. Well, that's how we are about our. It's like, my precious. It's like, I want it all. I want it all. I've got blending brushes galore. No big deal. But who cares? I want more. Yes, a good trilogy. That's usually my coffee, though, is my precious. It's like, and then I can show you the cup. It's dirty because I've been drinking coffee out of it. But when I'm not stamping and I'm not card making, I'm making mugs and things. See? Less bitter, more glitter. No talkie before coffee. That's my coffee cup. I made that one. I was like, yeah, let's send that message home. The only problem with me watching is then I want to do it. And it's like, so my goal is to do it, but to share with people how to do it cheaper. Because if I can do it with no money, other people can do it. I mean, yes, of course, the Cricut costs money. That was a one time investment. That was a Christmas gift slash inheritance thing slash worked a little for. The inks and everything, it costs money, but you get little by little, trickle. You get a couple dollars, you can get one little thing here and there. It's very rare that I come up with new, but like the dyes and all that, I don't buy dyes, not with the Cricut, you know. Like, see, when I cut them out, look, there's my pink. Did I even put pink on the card? I didn't put pink on the card. Yes, I did. I put the big piece on the bottom. Okay. Whoo! For a second, I was like, I didn't put pink on there. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a blast. So, recap, here's the card we made this was the project that was intended. This is the, hey, bright idea thing, which I think is going to look kind of cute once I work on it a little. Wow. Wow. I have yet to go to a convention. There's a bunch of reasons behind that, but I'm not going to get into it right now. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being subs. And if you're watching the replay and you're not a sub, please go ahead and click that sub button. If you like the video, go ahead and click that thumbs up because it really helps my channel. It helps me grow. And thank you. If you've made it this far in my video, whoa, I love you. No. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye, Elizabeth. Bye, Judy. Bye, Gloria. Bye. So long, farewell, la dum 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 dum. I will be there.